And hello, people out there in wherever you're from. Welcome. Welcome back to Giantslayer. This is book 3 of Giantslayer already. I promise it will slow down from here. The books only get bigger. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's kind of weird that you're starting here and not at the beginning, but hey, I don't judge. Welcome anyway.
What, this isn't Kaleidoscope?
This is just Giantslayer roulette. Pick an episode at random. You're gonna have fun no matter what you get, I think. If you are new here and you don't know who we are, hey, that guy right there, that's Dan. He plays Jaytham Shaw, our orc fighter.
Hey, folks.
Sorry. That other guy over there, that's Wesley. He plays everybody's best friend, Travers Bicklewash. A little halfling rogue swashbuckler fella.
Forgot about that shit.
Wes, is your Christmas tree still up?
No, this is our Valentine's tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
We were going to take it down.
It is in our household.
And then right there we got Tara. We got Tara who plays Esther, the big bard lady, the big bad bard lady from Trunau.
Big bad bard babe coming on through.
Right on. If you're new here, you probably don't know who we are or what we do. We are Rough Magic. That is us. Rough Magic is us. We are them. We do games. This is what we do. We play games with people who want to play games with us. Do you live in Chicago or Detroit or Jacksonville or Asheville, North Carolina? Guess what? We can play in person. Not me or us at this table, but somebody from Rough Magic.
Maybe. Hey.
Maybe
maybe
Tara.
me.
Sure, maybe Tara. I just realized I don't know where you live.
I'm in Asheville. I'm the one in Asheville.
Oh, you're the only one in Nashville. Okay.
I'm kicking it off.
Hey, if you're in Nashville, go see Tara. Go play some
Asheville,
games.
North Carolina. Did you just say Nashville?
I don't think so. That might just be my accent. My accent is dumbass.
Michael, you sound so stupid right now.
I know. That's just my face. I can't help it.
What?
Your face makes you sound stupid.
I mean, I guess that's all I got for announcements. I don't write anything down. We last time we finished book 2, there was lots of stuff that happened in that book. One of our party left us forever, and he's dead to us now. Which reminds me of another announcement. You can go see that guy every other Sunday right here on Twitch. They play Gears of Revolution, Pathfinder with he who must not be named. They'll never hear the end of this.
Apparently.
You went to an ancient druidic vault and you found some ancient weapons. You fought somebody named Iwiga who played you for a fool the entire time you were in that vault and then tried to murder you. You survived that encounter. She ran away. Hadn't seen her since.
Oh, that's right. She did survive.
Which is of particular sad interest to Mr. Travers Bicklewash, because it came out through some visions from your good pal Droja in Red Lake Fort that Iwiga was involved somehow in something with Wesley's backstory. You saw a vision of her pulling this fiery red orb from a child Travers' chest.
And if I may say so, some stellar role playing.
Very good.
She pulled
Phenomenal.
stellar role playing out of your chest?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he sucks. Um. See, hey, look, I burned myself. I'll burn you too. That's just how it goes. In speaking of Red Lake Fort, you infiltrated the fort like Navy SEALs. Just broke in all badass like, and I mean, murdered your way through it. The big bad boss lady, Grenseldeck, no problem. Took her right down. You lifted a curse on the fort. You then had to fight your way out, just like you fought your way in, through orcs who betrayed you. In their minds, you guys had a deal. Help them clear the fort. They get to keep it. You get to leave. Everybody's happy. In their mind, if they let you leave, it was only a matter of time before you came back and tried to ask them. In their mind, is probably what they thought. So they tried to betray you and tried to kill you. That also didn't work. You guys survived and made your way back to Trunau, only to find, dun dun dun, giants had raided the town in your absence recently. And not only were they killing people, but they were taking people alive. There were reports of giants simply walking into the city, grabbing people, and then leaving. Didn't even fight. They just grabbed people and left. Why were they doing that? I don't know. You discovered, Esther, that your friends were involved. Your friend's husband was killed, and your friend and her son are both among the people who were taken alive, per the reports. The very last thing you may or may not remember is that you had received a letter while you were in the council chambers. Halgra gave you a letter and said, this came for you while you were gone. You were too emotional to look at it right away. You left. Before you went to bed that night, you opened it up and it said, simply, trust the map. They are alive for now. Signed, 7.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to pick up. We're going to pick up a day or two after that. There would be some rest involved for you guys, for sure. Whether or not you choose to rest is up to you. But the council, you had given the stones that you had found. You had found one in the eye socket of Usgroth under Trunau in Book 1. And you found the matching stone in Grenseldeck's chambers after you killed her. You brought those back, and somebody on the council said, I think I can make something of this. Give me some time to see what I can find out. So that's all you're waiting on right now. Rest and recover, figure out what your next steps are. What would you like to do during your quote-unquote rest period? I don't know how restful it's going to be for you. Your time off, so to speak. Volunteers, who wants to go first? And you don't have to do anything either if you don't want to. You can just drink, relax.
Wouldn't it be great if for 3 hours we just didn't do anything?
Yeah, I can sit here in silence for 3 hours.
Right.
That would be like
Let's do
a performance art piece, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We're all role playing with our eyes, like we do, communicating with our eyes.
It's like Travers. Wasn't that a Travers thing?
We all
Yeah.
did it,
Oh, you all did it.
but Travers' eyes are
But-
extra loud.
Yeah,
It
extra
would
loud
be
eyes.
My eyes need like an oil can or something.
The point is to be silent. Shut your eyes up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jaytham would definitely make checking in at the temple a priority.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Tayari was one of the ones who was taken as well.
Yeah.
Somebody who Jaytham is very close to. Not in love with at all, but very close to.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I think like Jaytham would in these like next few days would probably tend to the wounded and repair any fortifications, like specifically around the temple, just kind of like trusting that eventually they will go look for her.
Yeah, there would definitely need to be some repairs down there. I don't know if you remember the map of Trunau, but the chapel is on like the lower level, and it's like right by the gates. It's very close. So repairs are certainly needed on the building and the walls itself as well. Okay, Jaytham is spending time at the chapel.
I don't know if I should roll for anything, but I know that I would spend some time, like, much like Jaytham is doing, fixing things up around the temple, like making sure that my friend's home is clean and like straightened up and it doesn't look like it's been ransacked. But the other thing is, like, with every ounce of daylight that is available, I would be outside the walls of Trunau with Demas, trying to track which way they went, trying to get more and more information about, like, and this is not my forte at all, but I just need to know, and I need to be like physically doing something about it. So I'm like trying to figure out, like, what kind of giants, how were they traveling, where did they camp, like, and we'd go, you know, further and further out with as much daylight as we can. I wouldn't stay out after dark by ourselves, but
Okay.
yeah.
We don't let Demas roll very often.
Yeah, but he does have better perception than I do.
Yeah. Let's have him roll perception.
Yeah.
He's been your companion long enough that he'd be able to convey what it is you're looking for, what you want. See how he does.
Plus I can like give him why am I Oh, there it is. Okay. I can give him the something from their house to smell after the people that like Rose. Their names are Rose and Quofire.
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 I
Okay.
like that.
Thanks. Okay, here comes Demas's perception check.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad. That's a 25.
Very good. So you see Demas. It's going to take him some time, obviously. Trunau's not a small city, so you kind of circumvent the city looking for any kind of sort of tracks. You can clearly make out giant tracks. Some of them are booted, so there's no like distinguishing features as far as what kind of giant you might see. You would see prints that look like orc boots as well. So there were perhaps orc among their group, among their party, but predominantly giants.
Well, that is interesting on its own, though, isn't it? Because the orcs and the giants at the fort that we just came from were at odds with each other.
Right.
So if this band of orcs and giants are working together, or the orcs are also captives.
Yeah. One thing you'd be able to piece together for sure is that Red Lake Fort was defunct. The Grensel deck was afflicted by that curse of melancholy, which all of you eventually became afflicted with. And even what's his name, General Karguk, was saying, like, she hasn't done anything. She hasn't left the fort. She hasn't left her room in weeks. The siege on Trunau was a disaster. She stopped leading us. She stopped leading her people. So this is clearly a band that the ones that raided Trunau were not affiliated with them. It would seem, because you would have seen more giants in the fort. As far as giants are concerned, you didn't see very many in that fort.
True.
So
We saw a few on patrol, but yeah.
right, it'd be very obvious to you as Esther, the Trunauan, living in Galarian, that this band that raided Trunau cannot be affiliated with the group that you eradicated in Red Lake Fort. As far as scents go, giants are very smelly people. The only thing Demas is able to discern with any degree of certainty is that they end up going south and west from Trunau.
Do I know anything about what is south and west of Trunau, just in the world? I know I've not traveled much. And when we went to Red Lake Fort, we went north and east, right?
You went north for the most part, and then a little west.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. You did go east first because the river took you to the Ghostlight Marsh, which is northeast of Trunau, and then you ended up going northwest.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I like die rolls. Can you roll a... See what you're trained in, what makes sense. Society check. I'll say you don't need to be trained in this. I believe society replaced knowledge local, so let's try that.
Wouldn't bardic lore also kind of?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I keep forgetting you're a bard, even though I called you a big bad bard.
It's okay.
I forget that you're a bard.
Yeah. 22.
Perfect. So south and west of Trunau. You know that Trunau is somewhat in the southern most part of Gulkson, the hold of Gulkson. South and west of you is oh no, my map cut off at that point. Shoot. I forget what the name of the hold below is, the part below that. It's very mountainous down that way. In fact, the Mind Spin Mountains are a very large mountain range that sort of bisects Trunau from the entire western part, anything to the west of it. And those mountains are large enough that they are also south of you. Other than that, you would have no idea, having never been down there, and I would wager that you would have never seen a full map.
That's probably true, and we can go to Travers for a minute if we need to, but I do think that, like, once I realize that they're going down towards the mountains and remember about the mountains, I would be talking to the people, like going to the bar at night, talking to the people that I know in the town to see if any of them have been down there, to get them to tell me stories of their experiences, to give me advice for how to traverse mountains, whether under or over them, and if anybody's got like climbing gear that I can borrow, or you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there would be plenty of books available in the, albeit limited, library of Trunau that you'd be able to look through, and you could absolutely find, whether it's hunters, trappers, other people who have traveled, people at the temples. They often do pilgrimages to other cities
Oh,
the same faith, so you might be able to talk to some of them about the landscape and what to expect down there.
yeah. I would definitely go to the people before the books, but if I feel like I need more after that, I would try the books. But yeah,
Okay,
Esther's style is definitely more talking to people.
sure. Okay, Travers, what is it you would like to be doing?
Well, I am everybody's best friend. So
Everybody's.
I would show support to both my best friends. But when I'm not helping them, I think Travers would be asking people about Uwiga. I don't know, like long shot, but it's kind of on his mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
What was that?
He's raised his hand.
Put your hand down.
I want to retcon something, but
Okay.
let's wait until after Travers has his turn.
Sure.
oh my God, is Uwiga in the town?
Literally.
No.
He's like, oh, I gotta get this map out.
Oh my God, roll for initiative.
Ah!
I am actually looking at a map, but it's not a battle map.
Oh.
There is a fully interactive map of Galarian online.
Oh.
And I am trying to find on this enormous map where we are, so I can try to better answer what Esther knows. There we go. Yeah, where's Trunau? We're almost there. There it is. Okay. All right, so it looks like those Mindsmith Mountains go very, very far. Can I see? All right, so to the south of Trunau is Nirmathas. That is the word I could not remember. That is the name of the region to the south of Delson.
Okay.
That being said, Travers, I was not listening to a word you said because I was looking at a map.
Rude.
Good. Good.
What
Smart,
would-
of course.
Yeah. What would you like to be doing? I will listen this time, I promise.
Well, it wasn't really anything. I'd assist both of them because they're both my best friends. And then I'd ask around about Uwiga. But I'm not expecting anybody to know.
Ask around about a word, sure. Could you roll diplomacy or society?
Sure.
Can you hear my dog drinking behind me?
No.
It is unbelievably loud.
No, I can't hear
I
it.
feel like I can hear it in my headphones.
I rolled.
You did,
Get out of here. A nat 20?
another nat 20. We call you Wesley Nat 20.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. It was a clever pun.
Thank you.
Play on words.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Tip your waitresses.
So, where's Uwiga?
So you ask around. Who are you asking?
I don't know. The person who
Just
knows.
You're just like finding a random town where it's like, hey, where's the Wigga? Show me, man. Where's my money?
I
then
probably
it's
like
like-
go around to the, bars and kind of
Yeah.
chat up people and maybe drop her name, see if anybody like perks up and I don't know.
Okay. I really, really hate to waste an nat 20. You can't find anybody who's even heard of that name in Trunau.
Can I keep that nat 20 for future use?
No. I wanted to say yes, but then I decided that was stupid and I said no.
What if, and hear me out,
I'm listening.
what if with a nat 20, what if I encourage Travers, who's talking to me about how he's trying to figure it out and nobody seems to know about her, what if I encourage him to tell a story about it at the bar one night really late, and maybe somebody hears it and then thinks about Iwiga, and at some point down the line will bring information to Travers
You know what?
because
love
they're
it.
inspired.
I love it.
Great. Thanks.
Travers, you tell a story late at night at a bar. People passing by are like, you really shouldn't let that child drink. That's absurd. You tell a story about a Wigga, and you see people like listening intently. You guys are heroes of Trunau at this point. So if you're speaking, people are absolutely listening. Doesn't matter what you're saying, but they're listening. So you tell these stories, and you see a lot of people nodding along at the bar, really invested in your story. We'll see what happens later on. Very good. Can't believe you're making me take notes. Ridiculous.
So sorry.
I never
Ridiculous.
take notes. I'm a terrible player to have.
Speaking of which, I cannot find the like lore dump guide for the Life of Me.
It might
There's,
be.
like-
It might be pinned in our Discord.
Okay. Just to like, I'm sure you know this. The priestess's like secret boyfriend. Who's that?
I don't remember who we decided it was.
He was
It
there
was
though,
somebody
wasn't
on
he?
the council.
He didn't get got, right?
No, it's like
he's
in
alive.
the it's in the lore dump. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it really in there?
Yeah,
I thought we had made that up. Let me take a look.
it's kind of like an open secret. I could also try looking it up on my end. You said it's pinned in our Discord?
It is. It's called the Giantslayer Player's Guide.
Oh, there it is. Hmm.
There's a lot to look through on there.
Ah. Mm.
You know what? For the sake of not boring the viewers, let's.
Oh,
I'll come back to it later.
okay. I thought we were really leaning into this whole 3 hours of silence thing.
Yeah.
Our performance art piece.
Yeah. Please hold while we read pages and pages of text.
No, don't hold. Watch. That's our art.
Oh yeah. What he said.
I'll look through it, and if there's a way to insert it later on, I will do it. But
If you do get a name, let me know.
sure.
Because I do not know it off the top of my head.
Okay.
Just a shot in the dark. I'm going to try and Google it. see what the old Google says.
Googly.
I have a question. Is it an appropriate time to ask? It is
To
ask. Good.
to ask what?
I want to know if anybody in Trunau would have climbing materials that they would loan to me, or if I should purchase a climbing kit.
You know what? You know everybody in town. I'm gonna have you roll a diplomacy check.
Great.
Have you asking people if they're willing to lend you their tools?
Thank you. I'm an expert in diplomacy. But I can't roll for shit.
You do find somebody who has some, and they're willing to loan them to you, provided you bring them back.
Oh, I will. Absolutely. Y'all, I rolled a 7. I know you can't see that, but I rolled a 7. I got a dirty 20, but
Yeah, your modifier saved you on that. It wasn't a super high DC, but if you had critically succeeded, they would have just given it to you to keep. And then you had. But,
okay, I added it to my inventory. Just a regular climbing kit. I'll put it on.
okay.
I want to wear it. I said I want to wear it. Why can't I wear it? Oh, I bet because I've got my healer's toolkit. Why can't I wear it?
You should be able to just drag it into your equipment.
It's there. I guess what I just want to make sure is it says at the end of the description, if you wear your climbing kit, you can access it as part of a climb action. And like, there would be...
I don't think it is, like equipable, but you just have to be like, I'm putting it on.
I am. There's a montage of Esther gearing up before they go out, and she like does a whole like costume change, almost like magical girl style. That's just what I'm imagining. And then she looks
Nice.
like a climbing expert. She puts on the costume of a climbing expert.
I like it.
Dan has his hand up again.
I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
Sorry, Dan. My Google Meet is on a different window altogether, so I'm not always looking here. But
I
yes.
just, like, I didn't want to cut anybody off,
That's
but
okay.
I had something to say, which is that her staunchest ally is an errant paladin named Brantos Calderon,
Oh, that name sounds familiar.
Sounds
formerly
like-
stationed at Castle Ferine,
Farine.
forsook his post to pledge his blade and, rumor mongers claim, his heart to the resolute young cleric who toils on this harsh frontier.
You know what's real interesting? Can you roll religion?
You know what's really interesting is I probably could. All right. Skill of religion. And we're gonna make that a public roll. Okay. Well, that's a good old-fashioned 11.
Okay. One thing you would know about priestesses of Eomade is they not exclusively, but almost always include vows of chastity, as well as a promise to never date, never marry, anything like that. Um,
Okay,
yeah, that's all you would know with it.
I picture that Jaytham and Branton have kind of a Cyclops Wolverine relationship,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel like if Jaytham came into town and found out that that she'd been kidnapped, that he immediately would just want to go kick Brantos's ass for
Mhm.
allowing this to happen.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what he knows about chastity or religion or anything like that. Like, he knows that they have a very close relationship and that there's kind of a romantic rivalry between the two of them, and like, that's what he would do.
Okay. Are you gonna go fight him right now?
Yeah,
Nice.
like, I feel like as soon as I found out that she was abducted, that's what he would do. And then, depending on what happens after this, he will devote his resources to the town. But this is his number one priority right now. He needs to take out his aggression on something.
So during the time that you're spending at the temple helping with repairs, you had not seen him up to this point. And you see him approaching the temple from outside the gates.
Oh, I immediately drop whatever I'm doing, and like, hopefully, like, I'm helping somebody carry something, and completely abandon it, and just like march up to him and immediately punch him in the face.
Okay. He is a trained paladin, so he's not going to just let you hit him. Roll an unarmed attack.
Okay. Unarmed. Okay.
.24. You clock him right in the jaw. There's a very satisfying sound of like teeth clacking together.
Okay. I want to like push him to the ground so that I'm like standing over top him.
Mm-hmm. You do that. He's on the ground.
Okay. And I just say like, some hero you are. That's it.
Okay.
And I maybe like sit a little bit and just like walk away. I just really hope that everybody like sees that I did this. And
Okay.
yeah, and as I walk away, I just say like, where were you when she needed you?
So when you say that, he knows immediately what it's about. He understands. He picks himself up off the ground, dusts himself, kind of like rubs his jaw, spits out like globule of blood from his mouth. You can see a couple of the guards on the wall torn because they would normally look to him as to, what do we do now? But you're a hero. So they don't know what to do. So they don't intervene at all. You walk away, and he lets you.
Okay. After that big display of machismo, I will devote the rest of my time to repairing the fortifications around the town.
The guy that you were team lifting with is like holding his back. He just let go and ran away.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on my mind. All right.
Well, now you're going to have a lot of stuff in your hands because I can't lift anything.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to have to find another. Excuse me. And all of a sudden, for whatever reason, Jaytham Shaw has like a frog in his throat and starts talking like a completely different person and says like, well, it seems like we're going to have to find somebody else who's going to have to fill in for you then. Sorry. What are you looking at me like that for?
I think
You
you
sound
broke
stupid.
Tara.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear that.
I said, I think you broke Tara.
Oh. Somebody cast a very strange cantrip on me right now. And this is what I sound like for the next, I don't know, 24 hours or so in game time, you understand? Viewers, I cannot do the Jaytham voice, just as a reminder. So this is what we're doing right now.
It occurs to me that I should have had him punch you in the throat.
Right, yeah.
I completely spaced it.
That's what I was hoping you would do, but
Yeah.
no worries.
Yeah. That is my fault, everybody.
That's what I was realizing when you said that I was broken. I was like, damn, he really set you up good there. And
He
then
did. I was not thinking of it at all. So, yeah. Well done, Jaytham. I was trying to let Jaytham have his moment and, be a hero. Punch a dude in the face. I don't know.
Trade-offs.
Whatever.
Well, I seem to be coming down with a 48-hour voice or something like that, so I'm going to be talking like this for a while. Don't make a big deal out of it or anything, okay?
You see one of the clerics from the temple walking by, and she goes, I'm sorry to interrupt. I couldn't help it over here. Have you spent time in an ancient druidic vault recently?
Okay. As a matter of fact, I have.
There's this disease going around that affects the vocal cords.
So?
I think you might have that, because you didn't sound like this the last time I saw you.
Oh, what do I do?
Only thing you can do is talk as much as you can. You really need to stimulate those vocal cords to get that. It's a fungus. You really need to stimulate the vocal cords to get that fungus out of there.
I got to vibrate my vocal cords and stir up that fungus and spit it right out. I understand. I've had this kind of fungus before.
I
really am afraid to ask, and I'm not going to.
I don't know why the fungus is so much worse. The fungus is so much worse.
Hey, I forgot about the throat punch. You get fungus. Okay?
And just for the next couple of days, Jaytham just recites all of the capitals, like the state capitals that he knows.
Sure.
It's only like 7, but he just does it over and over and over again.
Nice. Very good. Okay. Okay, so a couple of days go by. You are all doing your thing. Travers tells that story. Oh yeah, that's a good story. I'll keep an ear out for stuff. Esther is traversing the countryside with Demas. I almost completely blanked his name. And Jaytham is punching people in the throat and just walking around reciting state capitals.
Can Travers and Jaytham, I'm assuming they probably would have interacted at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Jaytham, Travers walks into a bar, and I'm assuming he just runs into Jaytham. And I'm gonna, belly up next to Jaytham, and I'm gonna turn toward him, and I'm going to ask him, hey, how's everything going?
You know, if I had to be honest, not too great.
And then we're gonna breathe the same air, and I'm going to inhale whatever he has. And then I'll be like, Jaytham, why are you talking so weirdly? Oh no, what's happening to my voice?
I don't know, but I feel like we should write a song or something. But yesterday, actually,
I think we need 2 more people.
yeah.
And that's all I wanted to do.
I don't know why, but when you said you were gonna belly up to Jaytham, I literally pictured Travers like walking up like my cat does and like flopping over on his side and be like, hey, what's up, Jaytham? And the way that Dan like looked down like he was imagining looking, because you're like a halfling, right? But the whole
Right.
thing was a perfect little image in my head, so thanks for that.
Yeah. I was just imagining him, nestling his head into my big belly.
Aw.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
And the great thing about Pathfinder is all these things could have happened.
Mhm.
And let's say
Maybe could have.
Yeah. All of these things did happen. I don't know what. There's no could have about it. It did.
All realities exist at once.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It is all now canon in this world. Before you walk away from Jaytham, you blow a raspberry on his belly. Just because that's funny.
Don't tickle me like that.
I
I'm
can't help
like a
it.
little baby.
Okay. So after a couple of days go by, you wake up on the 3rd day to a summons from the council. They would like a word with you. They have some information. You guys immediately, I would assume that you're chomping at the bit here.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of Trunau.
Oh,
So immediately you run to the council. You see, the first thing you see is Halgra standing there with the person who took the stones. We didn't give that person a name. We'll call them Captain Crunch. Sure. They have the stones, these 2 multifaceted rubies. And as you approach, they are very excited. Like they're like trying to get your attention, and they're holding up the rubies. And they say, I discovered that if you put these together, they actually form a map. And like she holds it up, like looking through an eyepiece. And she goes, look, try it for yourself. And so you hold it up, and you can clearly see a map etched into the ruby itself. And you can tell that it's not complete unless you have the buff. They said over the last couple days, I took the liberty of transcribing this map for you. There are certain highlights that I think you should look at. So they specifically are pointing, or these rubies seem to guide you to one location to the south and west of Trunau. I can't ping it because it's not an actual map
Is
in
it
the thing.
Nargrim's?
It is, yes, Nargrim's tomb, way to the south. You can see Trunau just a little north and east of that in the plains. And Nargrim's tomb is, more west than south.
Oh, dang, I don't even... Can't tell if it's cut off on the stream. I think it might be. I think both Trunau and... Because it's so far in the bottom corner.
It definitely is.
I'm trying to resize it so that it will show, but...
Oh, that's okay. If you're watching this, take our word for it. It's there.
It looks awesome.
It looks scary.
Mhm.
Yeah. He did a real good job transcribing that. Much like your voice is having technical difficulties, the map, I could not get the map to work. I uploaded it just like I do every other map, battle map and everything, and I could not get the tokens to see the map. So I'll have to work on that. For now, this is what you get. These two rubies point the way to Nargrim's tomb. It seems to be their only purpose is to guide you to that location. Would Ingrahild and Umlo be with you, or would they not be with you?
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
if they're willing to stick around, I feel like we would welcome any help that we could get.
Yeah.
I agree. And plus, I don't want to stop doing the Mrs. Doubtfire voice.
That's a totally valid reason to bring NPCs along.
Actually, yeah. I think the only thing I would add is that I don't know that Esther would think to go get them until after this conversation. So, like, I wouldn't have brought them with, but if they came on their own, I wouldn't have stopped them.
They probably wouldn't have, even though they were with your party. They're not from Trunau, so the messengers wouldn't have thought to go get them.
Yeah.
They would just be like, go get our people, and they wouldn't think about getting Umlo and Grail. But that doesn't mean you can't go get them afterwards.
And I don't know if
That's
either
fair.
of you would mention them when you found out that we were going to the council, but I don't think Esther would.
I probably would have. Travers would have. He's everybody's best friend.
It's true.
Okay.
I also don't think that we would all be like, all right, we liberated the fort. See you guys later, and just like walk away without any regard to where they were.
Mm.
I think
Right.
we'd take them along.
Sure. So in that case, they are there, and when they hear Nargrim, you can see both of them completely freeze. You might remember their last name is Nargrimkin.
Oh. I did not remember that.
I totally did either.
When you found Ingrahild initially, she said that the only reason her and her brother had gone adventuring was to find the tomb of their ancestor, Nargrim Steelhand. And they were looking mistakenly in Ghostlight Marsh because it had been rumored to be there. Obviously, they were way off.
Huh.
So they are dumbstruck. They hear the word Nargrim and they are immediately rendered speechless. But you can tell that Ingrahild is excited. This is what they've been looking for, or what she's been looking for. And Ublo, being a good brother, is just tagging along because he wants to try to protect her. After he shows you the map, he excuses himself. His job is done. And Halgra takes over and says, by all accounts, the giants left in that direction. We don't know if they were heading to Nargrim's tomb. I totally fucked that up. Oh wait, no I didn't. I'm sorry. There was another map. Never mind. I'm an idiot. We talked about this. I'm an idiot, remember?
No.
You had also found another map.
Yeah.
That pointed to a location in the Mindspin Mountains. For a second, I panicked and thought I got the rubies and the map mixed up in my head, but I didn't. We're good. The rubies point to Nargrim's tomb. That other map pointed to another location that is further south in the Mindspin Mountains. So you essentially have to go by Nargrim's tomb to get to the location on that map that you had seen.
Hmm.
Kind of like a pit stop.
Kind of like a pit stop. Very much, and it's actually far more direct than Ghostlight Marsh was as a pit stop before you went to Red Lake Fort. Ghostlight Marsh, you had to follow the river all the way to the east before you could head northwest.
Where would the pit stop be?
Nargrim's tomb.
Okay. I would like learning this. I would, of course, I would say to Travers, I would say, I heard that there's a good fish and chips place at Nargrim's tomb. I feel like we might be able to take a pit stop there.
Oh, is this the place where we could get a pint?
Pines and perhaps some chips with a lot of vinegar on it.
Yeah, and we continue on like that for several hours.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks it's so charming.
Yes.
In fact, we're carried out on everybody's shoulders.
Mhm, yeah. They throw a parade.
Travers is much easier to carry on shoulders than Jaytham is.
Mhm.
So Halgra can see how excited Ingrahild is about Nargrim's tomb. She says, the giants wanted whatever was in the tomb. Otherwise, they wouldn't have ransacked Trunau looking for these rubies that would take them to that tomb. We need you to see what's there. We need to know what is there that they wanted. After that, head to the location on the map that you brought, the other map, and see if you can figure out what the giants are doing down there. It's clearly a place of interest, of high importance to them. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made this map. We need to know what is down there.
Now, who made the ruby map? Where did we get that?
One of the rubies was in Uskroth's skeleton, in his eye socket, underneath the town in Book 1. You had found Screed down there looking for it, and it was right in front of his face, up in the skull. And then you had found a letter from Brenseldeck to Screed telling him, I need the stone. It looks like the one I showed you. Bring that to me, as well as everything else in that vault. Or not the vault, the Uskroth's tomb. So the second ruby, Brenseldeck had on her when you killed her, and you took that.
Got it. Okay. And
you brought it back to pair with the second one, the first one that you had found.
Got it.
So you have a couple of places of interest to check out on the map. I think before we set out, that is actually a good spot to take a short break.
Mm.
Because if we don't now, I will forget, and then I'll get yelled at.
You're damn
it-
right.
Yeah, I know. Everybody, please hold tight. We will be right back for more Giantslayer.
Whee!
we're back. We would have been back sooner, but we were having conversations, and
Really cool ones.
we
Yeah.
just kind of lost track of time. Forgot that you guys were even here. But we're back now, and that is all that matters. Okay. Following your meeting with Halvar, you have destinations in mind. You have Umlo and Ingrahild, who are going to go with you at your request. I should say that Ingrahild is extremely excited about the prospect, and Umlo is just like, I mean, it's okay. I like these people; they're fine, but I would prefer to go home. But if Ingrahild is going, I'm going. That's his whole mindset. He is only in this to protect his sister. That's it. It's the only reason he left Yanderhof to begin with. This is your last chance to do anything in Trunau before you leave. Is there anything specific that you would like to do? And if not, we're just going to move on.
There are two things that I would like to do, if I may. The first is that Dan, the player, is very suspicious of Ingrahill's behavior right now for some reason.
Okay.
Really rubbing me the wrong way. So can I just like throw out a perception check to see if there's anything weird going on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you think she's secretly a male voiceover artist that's dressing up as a female dwarf?
I think she might secretly be Peter Pan.
I
I forgot about it.
Makes sense.
Actually, I think she might be a genie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, Robin Williams, both of those characters.
What a coincidence!
Oh my god!
I can't believe
Wait,
it's like
well,
you
hold
probably
on.
didn't
Oh
do
my
that
God,
in
Michael,
purpose.
I had not tied that together. I had no idea.
Yeah, he was both of those people. Robin Williams, the national treasure, Robin Williams.
Nicole. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your perception.
Okay. All right. Perception, great. Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a great roll.
All right.
So based on what you know of Ingrahild up to this point, the Nardrumkins, her and her brother, left Yanderhof. They live in Yanderhof, which is a sky citadel far to the south. I believe it's west of the actual Mindspin Mountains, so it's on the other side of the mountains from Trunau. They left only to see if they could locate the tomb of their ancestor, Garver Stillhand. The fact that you found them way off the mark. Ghostlight Marsh was just a rumored location for the tomb. Perhaps after Red Lake Fort, you would have seen Ingrahild be somewhat pensive, maybe morose, thinking about how Umlo almost died on several occasions, only because he followed her on this quest, this adventure. He didn't want to leave Yanderhof. She might be feeling some guilt about that, about the fact that he had to fight for his life in an arena against wild animals using only a frying pan, which he still carries on his belt, by the way. So now, finding the location of the tomb in a very unexpected place is exciting to her because now she can complete the quest and get home with her brother. She also might feel some sort of validation about, this tomb exists. It's a definitive place, and we now have proof of this. And we can. What you don't know is the backstory of Nargrim, but we will get to that eventually.
So, Dan, if this helps. So she was like kind of peppy when we first met her, then she was morose, and then she's excited. So it went from to hello to that helps.
Thank you.
I just want to point out that your favorite Mrs. Doubtfire voice, also Robin Williams.
What?
Whoa! It's wild.
Crazy.
I'm sorry, did you say Ruffin Williams? Because that sounds a lot like this guy, Robin Williams. Who incidentally...
I said Robin, but I said it very quickly.
Okay.
I said it very excitedly. I'm excited just like Ingerhild is excited.
Got it.
Because I made a connection in my brain meat.
So, I know they're looking for this tomb. What do they expect to find there?
Based on your conversations with them, they would like to find, first of all, the location of it. Nargrim. Well, how much would they have told you? They would have just told you the broad strokes. They probably wouldn't have told you too many fine details.
Okay.
Nargrim is a hero of the dwarves. He is called, perhaps a little bit crazily, he is called the Giantslayer. He's famous for killing giants with his spear.
He said the title of the show.
He did.
That's the title of the show.
Yeah.
Wesley, did you hear that?
He said the title of the show.
He said Giantslayer.
Oh my god.
He did. So, unfortunately, due to time, the location was lost. Nobody knows where it is. Now that they have proof of it, first they would want to verify it. And then they would want to bring word back to their family for reasons that they have not completely divulged.
Okay.
So if you're getting any sort of, if you're sensing that she's withholding, or maybe she doesn't seem like she's telling you everything, that's true. She is withholding some sort of information. However, given that you have fought together, traveled together, rescued her brother, rescued her, I don't think that it would be something that would cause you to distrust her. But she is definitely not telling you the full story.
Okay. I think that Jaytham is not cagey enough to pursue this line of inquiry further. So.
Jaytham,
I just wanted to just buy some potions and stuff.
sure. There is a place where you could do that. Depending on what exactly you're looking for, we'd have to decide whether or not it is available in Trunau. You could you could consider anything of common rarity. They would probably have.
Okay. The highest potion I have is a potion of lesser healing. So.
Okay, that would be available.
Okay. Could I go one further?
Let me check. Because Trunau is also not a rich settlement. They are essentially a standalone settlement in the middle of orc-infested lands. So let me just double check the pricing.
High demand, low supply usually means they're really expensive. They're always getting attacked by orcs.
Yeah. Okay, so the moderate healing potions are a step further from the lesser. They are common rarity. I'm going to roll a D100. I'm going to give you a 25% chance that they have any remaining. Keep in mind, they have gone through 2 massive raids very recently. So I'm going to say 25 or less, they don't. 26 or higher, they'll have a couple. 33. So they would have 4 available for purchase of the moderates.
Okay.
Those are
The
50
moderate.
gold pieces each.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I have 86 gold pieces, so I'm just gonna buy one.
Okay.
Damn. I'm always spending my gold. I've only got silver and copper pieces left.
I've added it to your sheet. You can go ahead and remove 50 from your currency.
Okay. Remove coins. 50. All right. And how much is a potion of lesser healing?
Those are 12 gold pieces each, and you can pretty much get as many of those as you can afford.
I'll buy 2 more of those.
Okay.
All right, so that's 1, 2, and that's minus 24. Okay. That's all I want to do.
Okay. Anybody else have any last minute tasks or errands to run before you leave? Okay. We're now going to set out. As a parting gift, Trunau is going to give you a horse and a wagon. The wagon's not going to be big enough for anybody to ride in, but it is big enough for you to store supplies and things like that for your travels. They don't know when they're going to see you again. They know that you have a long way to go. They want to make sure that you can carry enough food or equipment, anything like that that you might need. So they're going to give that to you.
Thank you.
Hey, Travers.
Yeah, Jaytham.
Who wants to name the horse?
I think you should do the honors, Jaytham.
You sure you don't want to do rock, paper, scissors for the honors?
No, I think you have something in mind, Jaytham.
Me? Good old me. Had no idea. I'm gonna lean towards Horse and Wells. Have I used that one yet?
No.
Okay.
In
Horse
all the
and
games.
Wells.
I was going to suggest Hey Jude. Hay, Jude.
That's what I thought you were going to say, Jaytham.
No. So this is my fault. Damn it. I wish
All right.
we-
You have
this
Horse and
was
Wells.
a big pig that we were riding. I would call him Eleanor Pigby. But alas, didn't work out that way.
Oh boy. Okay. So you and Horse and Wells exit Trunau with Umlo and Ingerhild in tow. Best estimate, provided everything goes according to plan.
Which it will.
Always.
Of course it will. I mean, it's going to be a die roll. It's going to be a D100 die roll.
Oh.
Let's see if if there's any random encounters along the way. Best case scenario, it's going to take nearly 2 weeks just to get to the tomb. It is a very long way, and it is through the mountains, which are not, shall we say, easily passable.
Are we gonna have to do like Oregon Trail type checks where we're hunting along the way and?
So that is up to you. The town would have supplied you with rations,
Okay.
plus whatever rations you might have had. So you have the option of using those. However, it's very smart of you, while you have the opportunity to do some hunting, to get fresh meat, to preserve your rations for times when hunting is either impossible or game is scarce.
Yeah.
But that is up to you as a group.
Does anybody have dysentery?
God, I hope not.
We have to roll for that.
Wow, it's a 98. Nobody has dysentery.
Yay!
I gave it a 1% chance. So it would have had to be, actually that would technically be a 2% chance, wouldn't it? 99 or 100.
Huh?
I
So
was
we
very
just
close.
missed it? You went high?
Just missed it.
Dang.
I went high. I figured, well, I didn't think I'd get that close. Just like I just narrowly missed the 25% chance with a 33.
True.
So I think that Jaytham is a caravan guard, and he knows how important it is to like be well rationed and stuff. So I think he would at least try to stock up. I don't know that he'd be great at it, but he'd at least know that it was important to do it. And I also think that he would let his companions know in case they wanted to give it a shot.
If you, I don't know that I'm much of a hunter, but I would lend you Demas to help track stuff.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Demas would be a great tracker
Yeah,
for game.
yeah.
You also could potentially double down, send Demas out one way, you go the other. Demas has a very high chance of getting something, and if you both get something, I mean, that's double rations that you could end up with.
let's do that, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I just have Demas roll something like survival or?
Yes. So these are called subsist checks in 2nd edition. It's survival checks against the DC of the terrain that you're in. I need to look up what precisely that DC is for this specific terrain. So while you roll those, I'm going to be Googling something again.
You know what? I got hella hero points. I'm gonna let him re-roll that.
Sure.
I'll let you do that first.
There we go.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, I went from a 17 to a 26.
All right.
Oh,
You know what? Why not? I'll go ahead and re-roll as well. Re-roll and keep the new result.
oh
Wow.
man,
Much better.
it is. I thought you were gonna get a 20. It paused right there, and I was gonna celebrate.
All right, 25, 26. The DC for this zone is 20.
Good thing we both re-rolled too,
Hmm.
though.
Mhm.
Both succeeded. You do not critically succeed, which means you only get enough rations for. One of you gets enough rations for the group for the night. The extra one that you get can be turned into rations for later.
Great.
Whether it's drying or salting or whatever the case is, dehydrating some way to preserve the meat.
I think
It could also be like berries. Doesn't necessarily have to be meat. Could be berries or
Demas
whatever herbs
definitely
and
found meat.
vegetation you find.
Demas
Yeah,
definitely found meat.
It'd be very funny if Demas was a vegetarian.
He came back with like a
back
bag
with-
of berries.
Yeah,
Mushrooms and moss.
I'm so sorry though that I just imagined a little wolf like just taking little berries and I'm just like dropping them in a little bucket. That's too cute.
I love it. So that's an example of a very good use of time as you're camping for the night on your first night out. Game is more plentiful out here before you get into the mountains. Once you get into the mountains, it would depend on the climate, the weather, your exact location within the mountains. So game might be a little more scarce once you, especially once you start rising in elevation. So what you can do is, if you're tracking rations on your sheet, you can just add 1 day's worth. Actually, no, I'm sorry, add 1 ration. 1 ration, I believe, is a week's worth of provisions, and if you hunted a big enough game, that could easily last you a week.
I'm not tracking that. Should I be?
I don't know, probably. Do we have a stash? All right, so we do have a stash. There are no rations in there. Let me add some rations to it because the town would have given you a bunch.
And I have 3. This would give me 4. So you can just throw those in there too.
Where's the stash?
Ooh, I get to use my highlight thing. I'm so excited. So for the stash, you click on the actors tab.
Ooh, look at that.
Once you open up the actors tab, you'll see the red banner that says party, and you want to click on open sheet.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
I just feel really bad. Nobody on the stream can see it because I forgot to switch to the map.
Oh, that's okay.
It's very
We'll
cool.
show them eventually.
Yeah.
Once you open that sheet, you just go ahead and click on stash right there.
That I don't see.
Oh, maybe it didn't. Stash is one of the 3 tabs at the top of that page.
Oh, okay. There we go. I see it now.
Right.
So this is where you're going to track anything you put in that cart. And you can put your own stuff in here if you want to. That's totally fine.
Okay.
So the way you're going to track rations is there's the quantity number, and this number would be much higher than 1. I just haven't adjusted it yet. And then you also see numbers in parentheses, 7 of 7. So 1 ration is equal to 1 week worth of food.
Okay. For what it's worth, I'm not able to edit that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think I can either.
Oh, you know what? Because everybody's on the observer. Let me change that to owner. Richard
Yeah.
was the owner, but he's gone.
He's
Uh,
dead to us.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I said his name. That means he's gonna. Don't say it 2 more times. Pop that out of the mirror. You should be able to edit that sheet now.
That's great. Oh my god, look at these scrolls.
Yeah, I don't know where those came from.
No, we
Somebody
found
put
them.
in there.
We found
Oh,
them.
did you?
Didn't we?
Okay.
We found them in the druid thing, didn't
Oh,
we?
in the vault. That's right.
Yeah.
As you did the breastplate, the Duskwood breastplate.
Yeah. I think the only problem was I don't know that I can. Am I allowed to cast these?
So anybody can cast scrolls as long as they are able to. As long as they are able to cast that spell.
Well, that's
I-
great. That's
yeah.
just great.
Let me look that up again. I might be remembering that. I play 3 different systems, so I often confuse rules back and forth.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question to like distract you and ruin the game and everything like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I do have a question, but
Yes, go ahead. I can multitask.
just I'm showing here in the stash that we have 7 out of 7 rations.
Mhm.
And I wanted to add 4 of my rations, and I'm not able to
There you go. You just click that plus sign.
I did that.
Oh, Tara did that.
It doesn't
Oh.
change the 7 out of 7, but it changes the number of
Yeah.
rations that we have.
So to change that 7 out of 7, I think there's a way.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you click on edit, the edit item button looks like the pen and paper. And then go to details.
Yeah.
You will see uses, 7 of 7. So every day every time you use one, you just want to subtract the first number by 1. Or multiple if all of you are partaking.
is 7 equal to 1? So then we should have 35 out of 35. If we've got 5.
It tracks it 1 at a time. So, but yes. So that if you have 5 rations in your cart, you would technically have 35 days of food.
Oh, I see. But it's not going to show that. It's just going to go down through
Correct.
7 and then reduce it to
Yeah.
4. And okay.
Yeah, once you reduce that to 0, it'll reset, and 5 should drop to 4, etc.
Okay.
Okay, so all that being said, we had 7 out of 7. So now what should we have?
Still 7 out of 7.
Still 7 out of 7.
It'll
Okay.
just reset every time we go down through 1 of the 5 that we have.
I believe if the rations are on your sheet, there might be a use option. I'm going to test that with your sheet, Esther, and you can confirm this.
Okay.
I'm just going to drag rations over to your sheet. And I'm going to click on it. And yeah, you click on it, and there's a blue button that says use. I click use, and it reduces the 7 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
If multiple of you are using that ration for the day, you would hit it multiple times.
Oh, and he's done that, and I added a second one just to see if it would reduce it, and now it's, yeah.
Yeah. So you can add this number all you want, and it's not going to change the 4 out of 7 because it's tracking that first ration in the stack, essentially. Let's see what happens when we use all 7. It resets.
There it goes. Yeah, and it reduced
So-
it by 1. Yeah.
You can't use them if they're in the cart or the stash. It assumes that the stash is not a person's sheet. So it's not going to let you use it from there. To use it, drag it to your sheet.
Oh.
You can use the blue use button.
Okay. So if we think
we-
we're going to be underground for a couple days, we should grab some stuff from the stash rather than use it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to be maybe going in a cave where the horse and the cart can't
Right.
come with you, traveling through dense forests, things like that. You're going to want to try and plan ahead as much as you can. If it's on the stash and you don't have that horse and cart with you, tough titties.
Okay.
They would have given you more than 35 days. Let's say they gave you. That's like 2 months worth of food.
That's just how much they gave us, because Jaytham also added 4.
Oh, so then I'll add 4 more to that.
Perfect.
So you have 14 total. That's 3 months. 14 weeks, right? Yeah, it's like 3 months. That's a lot of food. And you can also supplement by hunting. So
Do we really want to take that much food from a town that's kind of in like refugee status?
you don't have to, that's just what they offered you.
Okay.
Hmm.
I just
If
feel like
you, if you really want to give some, say that you declined to take all of it, you can do that. You can say we gave some back. That's completely up to you.
All right. I mean, Jaytham, of course, would take all he could.
Mhm.
I'm just throwing this out there for the more morally upright version of the party.
I guess I didn't really think about the fact that they would be hard up for food, because they've always been so isolated that I imagine that they would have like a pretty, I don't know, do they ever run into food shortages and things like that in Trunau?
After raids, things can get kind of dicey, but they have farms, they have trade, things like that. So They have contingencies in place for when raids happen because they happen frequently enough that they have to have contingencies in place.
Yeah, I feel like I would have done the customary, oh no, it's too much, and then they say you should take it, and I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Midwest acceptance, like no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh no, you shouldn't. Oh, okay, yes, yeah, thank you.
yeah.
That's great.
Alright. If you decide later that your conscience would not let you take that much food, we can adjust it later. But they offered you 2 months. They would insist you take it. That's that.
And remember, there's less people there to feed.
That's true. That is very true.
No.
I mean, that's the good news. You're right. Yeah.
I've been sitting on that for a few
Yeah, we
minutes,
have
and I was
good
like,
news and we have bad news.
I was sitting on that for a few minutes, and I was like, I can't say that. And the second we were moving away from it,
I'm so glad you did. Embrace the dark side, always.
I'm so sorry.
That dice just moved oddly, but 89.
It did.
88.
Just to sort of expedite some time, I'm going to roll 1 random encounter per every couple of days of travel. You're so secluded that odds are you're not going to run into any people, even bandits. I mean, if you're this is like the Yukon territory. It's untapped wilderness. The first couple of days go by uneventfully. You're able to do maybe a little more hunting to help yourself subsist, and you're making decent time. Do we have a watch order? People who would be keeping watch while you're camping, and in what order wouldst thou be watching?
I think Jaytham would probably take first watch.
Okay. I have a pen here. You can't prove otherwise. I know I do. My pen.
I think Esther would be a first watch kind of person because she gets up to make breakfast.
So that makes you Lucky Pierre.
I think Umlo would take the other watch.
So we have Esther last.
Classic
to cook
Travers.
breakfast.
Travers is embracing the dark side this episode.
I like it. All right, say that one more time. I found my writing utensil. Who's the first watch? In the
I am first, and then Travers, and then
No, Umlo.
Esther.
No, I'll take it.
I don't know. I think it's more narratively appropriate. Umlo seems like a watch taker.
You also have enough people that you could double up on some watches.
Yeah, why not? Let's
If that
do
was
that.
something you wanted to do, you could have some good conversations.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
So-
me and Ingrahild will take the first watch.
Hey, why did you get Ingrahill?
Because I'm older.
And wiser. I'm almost 50.
I mean, in real life, I'm 42, and you're what, 40? Whatever. Gross.
Oh God. Whatever.
So then you have Umlo, and then you would have somebody on watch alone who wants the alone watch.
I think am I the first? I'm the first one up, but everybody comes and sees me at the end of my watch. I get to be alone and cook breakfast with Demas, and
Okay.
then, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, Demas. We can say Esther and Demas
Yeah.
is our team. That's fine.
Yeah. Wait, I'm stuck with Umlo? Oh,
Yes.
man.
All right, so we have Jaytham, Ingrahild, Travers, Umlo, Esther, Demas.
I'm just gonna have like awkward trying to find some common ground conversations. Like, hey, do you like cards? He's like, no. Cool. It's gonna be that for like 4 hours.
Funny enough, he has playing cards in his bag.
Secret card shark.
I don't like cards.
You're like, I hate people who like cards.
Yeah, whatever.
That's why I asked.
Okay. So, could somebody please roll a d4? I'm sorry, d6, not d4, d6.
Yeah, I'll do it. I love a d6. Let's go. Blam. Oh, I thought I rolled a 38. I rolled a 5. I was like, 38 on a d6. Yeah.
Yeah,
Impossible.
that's a great roll on a d6.
Impossible is just another kind of possible.
You know, you got me there.
So a 5 on the d6 means third watch, Esther and Demas.
I rolled for me.
So while you are preparing breakfast, I need to roll for what actually happens now. Pardon me while I roll some dice. That is very fitting. Okay, so Esther Demas. Esther, it's the sun is close to coming up. It's not quite up yet. The sky is just beginning to lighten on the horizon. You're beginning to prepare breakfast because everybody's going to be up soon. All of a sudden, Demas alerts, picks his head up, and he's looking outside of the camp. And he's just staring. He's not making any noise. He's just staring. He clearly heard something.
I am going to pretend as though well, first I'm gonna go over to Demas and I'm gonna just like scratch his ears and say, "What's that, boy? You think you see something? I'm sure it's nothing," and like pretending that I don't really believe what he's saying, and then I'm gonna go back to my pack and pretend like I'm looking around for like spices or something like that, and get out my slingshot. Just to like wrap it around my hand and have a sling bullet in my hand as well, and then I'm gonna go back and place myself around the fire so that I can see in the direction that Demas was alerting, but still be as though I'm about my business for breakfast.
Okay. The entire time that you're like scratching Demas and then going to your pack, he's not moving. He's got like that border collie intense stare going on, and he is not budging. You begin to cook breakfast again, and he very lowly starts to growl.
Can I roll perception to see if I can?
Yes,
Okay.
you sure can.
Ooh, 24.
Okay. Demas is growling. You hear something very large and heavy step deliberately. And then you hear it again. Loud footprints. Footsteps, I should say. And the trees ahead of you begin to part. And you see an enormous bear.
And
He's easily 4 times the size of Dinos. Somebody raised their hand again. I heard it.
It's your old friend Dan. Are Travers and Jaytham awake at this point?
No, you're sleeping.
I'm about to try to wake you up. I think that
Okay.
at that point, spotting the bear, I would grab for the coffee pot that's sitting on the grate over the fire, and I cast out the water, and I take the spoon from the pot and I bring it around inside, and I start to yell, ah, like making big, like scare the bear away noises.
Okay. That is going to wake everybody up. For sure. You leap to your feet. Keep in mind, those of you who were sleeping cannot wear your armor. You were sleeping. So you're unarmored at this point. You make that noise, hoping to scare away this bear. However, he seems singularly focused on the campfire and the food that you were cooking. And he raises himself to his full height and roars a challenge at you. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight. Enormous bear fight.
Yay!
Things to look forward to.
So we don't have our armor on, so does that also mean that we're bare?
I would hope that you're not completely bare.
I feel like
There are still bugs and insects out there.
I think I made
pretty
Tara throw up.
I also think that canonically, Jaytham is nude underneath his armor. So,
Yeah.
That's so
We did
true.
establish
You
that.
did
We
say
did establish
that.
Yeah.
so he's just like sleeping naked in the camp.
As an orc, I mean, that's probably not that weird.
Right. Okay.
I
yeah.
guess, yeah, but I would just feel so vulnerable with a giant bear around if I didn't have underwear on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's no bueno. On behalf of Rough Magic, we hope that you enjoyed Giantslayer. I enjoyed playing this game. I hope our players did as well. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Again, if you are in Chicago, Detroit, Jacksonville, or Asheville, maybe you know of a bar or a location who wants to run some games one night. It's good money for them. Let us know. We'll try to set something up. Are you not in any of those cities? Like me, I'm not in any of those cities. We can do this virtually, as we're doing this right now. Technology exists that allows us to do that. We can come to you over your computator. We will see you in 2 weeks for the bear fight and potentially some tomb raiding. We will see. Have a good time, everyone. We'll see you next time.